Welcome to the YouTube channel of Verve Corporation, makers of revolutionary document capture software. This is the first video in the Introduction to Verve Capture series. In this video, we will introduce you to Verve Capture by exploring the components of the product and the infrastructure requirements. The goal of this video is to familiarize you with what Verve Capture is and allow you to determine whether Verve Capture will fit into your existing IT infrastructure. We start with the assumption that you are familiar with the information capture industry, specifically the automation of document scanning, classification, and automated data extraction. So, what is Verve Capture? Verve Capture is a client-server application that runs on Microsoft Windows. Verve Capture provides the following services: document scanning and import, image processing, document classification, manual and automated data entry using OCR technologies, and export to repositories and other line of business systems. This diagram represents how the Verve components and workflow fit together to provide document capture services. The items in purple are Verve components. Let's talk about the document capture workflow. The documents travel along the workflow from one Verve module to another. Starting with acquisition, the scan and import modules bring your documents into the Verve Capture system. From there, the images are classified. The Classify module will automatically identify your document using one or more classification engines. After the documents are classified, the Extract module will automatically extract field data using one or more recognition or OCR engines. At this point, the document may be fully captured. If not, the Entry module allows you to manually enter and verify any data that was not automatically extracted or failed to be validated. After data capture, the Convert module can transform your content into the format you need while providing optional functionality like redacting sensitive information. Finally, the Export module is used to export your content and business transactions to one or more third-party systems. Let's talk about what Verve Capture would look like installed in your environment. Verve Capture is a Windows client-server application that fits into your existing on-premises IT environment. To enable Verve Capture's concurrent connection-based licensing, the Verve server needs access to Microsoft's Azure Web Services. If this is prohibited by your security policy, we can work with you to implement local licensing. The Verve server and unattended capture modules run on Windows Server instances. Verve Server is a 64-bit Windows service that does not require exclusive hardware. Other processes can simultaneously run on the same machine, but the number and type of those processes is dictated by the volume of documents being processed and turnaround time required. The Verve Import, Export, Classify, Extract, and other modules are 64-bit Windows services which do not require exclusive hardware, but the number and configuration of those processes is dictated by the volume of documents being processed by Verve and the turnaround time required. Please note that third-party classification and extraction engine requirements vary. The office where scanning and data perfection is performed requires workstations running a 64-bit version of Microsoft Windows. The latest version of Windows is always supported. Please note that scanning workstation requirements will vary based on the scanner manufacturer's requirements. Network requirements vary based on the volume of documents processed and turnaround time required, but generally, Gigabit Ethernet or better is required for all Verve components. This video introduced you to the components of Verve Capture and the physical requirements of a Verve Capture installation. Visit our website for information on how Verve Capture is revolutionizing document capture and additional educational videos where we cover capture industry concepts and Verve Capture features in depth. If you have questions about information that was not covered in this video or would like to contact us for any reason, send an email to sales@vervecapture.com describing what you would like to know, and please be sure to include your contact information.